Alright everybody, today I want to talk about who might buff next. So just straight up getting into it, I think King and Opbr are gonna buff next. Because his birthday is on December 1st, which of course is coming up. And they could do like a repeat of Uta. They buff two Utas, boom, they buff Opbr and King together. I think it is very, very likely, especially with Opbr just coming out. Like people just being able to boost him from this banner alone. I think it is very likely. And, of course, they are easily in range to buff. I mean, um, we'll check that out later. But, yeah, King and then Opbr, I think will buff on December 1st, which is his birthday. Now, I really hope they do cook with these buffs. Unfortunately, like, if we just look at some of the older buffs, S-Hawk and S-Bear, not older, but like recent buffs, S-Hawk, S-Bear, like, or S-Shark, sorry, really, like, they're not in the meta that much. Like, I don't even remember the last time I saw either or of them. Uta, Red Uta and Blue Uta, same thing. I don't remember the last time I saw them in League Battle. Stussy and Lilith. Stussy I've definitely seen quite a bit, still. Maybe one in, like, every 5 games I'll see maybe one Stussy. But Lilith, again, I don't remember the last time I saw her. And then Zoro. Now, Zoro, he's alright. I mean, he has literally one purpose and one purpose only, kill Saturn. Other than that, he is completely useless. I mean, yeah, I don't know what they were not cooking. Literally, he is so overwhelmingly strong against Saturn, it's not even fair. But, well, it is fair because literally any other meta character absolutely slaps him. If you're good enough, maybe you can cook a little bit. You could kill like a Kizu once in a while, maybe a Garp, but that's about it. Literally, he was made to counter Saturn and Saturn only. Unfortunately, Odin. Odin, oh yeah. Um, I have no clue what they, like, 15, what were they doing? They were not cooking. Honestly, if I made an EX tier list right now, Odin would be bottom 5 still. Like, can Odin cook under certain circumstances? Maybe. I mean, most likely not. Maybe he can grab a flag from Saturn that's not full. That's about it. He can grab it, but guess what? You're gonna die the second you get off that flag. Not even get off that flag, but the second you cap it, you're dead. And then Saturn's just gonna grab it back. Like, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully they start cooking with the buffs a little more. I mean, Opbr and King are definitely light characters. I mean, Opbr and King, well, King, I don't know why, it's the same person. Um, King was my favorite character in One Piece before Nushiro. Nushiro is now, King is still second, but, I boost toward this guy day one. Literally the day he came out. Opbr, I boost toward like 2 weeks after he came out. Um, yeah, my goats. If they do buff, I'll probably boost 4 or 3 of them. I mean, I'll definitely boost through this guy. As you can see, I did buy the ticket, so I can. But, maybe not boost 4, maybe not, I'm not sure what I'll do. Depending if, like, his buff is so overwhelmingly strong, or King's buff, I'll probably bring him to boost 4. But, saying what they've been doing with the latest buffs, like I said, they're not cooking with the buffs lately. Like, sure, they're fun to play. They're in the meta. Like, Zoro is good as a secondary. That's it. When you're, like, some character and you can't get a Saturn off the flag, you die, you come back as Zoro, you one-shot their Saturn, and you die again and come back with a useful character. That's Zoro's purpose. But yeah, for their buffs, so they could make these guys so stupidly broken, like, it's insane. So King, just straight up give him grab flag when enemy is on it, and he might be the best runner in the game. Like, just straight up. Just imagine you're grabbing the flag, you perfect dodge and attack, you grab it again, you get knocked down, you get up, you grab it again, and boom. Every single time you touch that flag, like, you are getting 3 free hits. Like, they have to hit you 3 times. Now, for both of the characters, I would hopefully hope they would make not necessarily Kizu counters, but at least being able to survive Kizu. Like, Of course, multi-hit will get rid of their flames. King will be knocked off instantly with Kishu's multi-hit, and Opbr will lose his flame instantly with his multi-hit. So hopefully they give him heals off like multi-hit. Something like that, just to survive Kishu. Like Saturn, this guy, like, S-Shark can semi-counter Saturn. Overall, like, Saturn's gonna teleport, he's gonna knock you off the flag, and then you're just not gonna be able to grab it. But, you know, King can be an upgraded version of that, where he can grab the flag when Saturn comes back, and then Saturn will have to whack him 3 times again, just to knock him off. And, yeah, like, they could make this guy so stupidly broken. I mean, in my opinion, still, to this day, King is the best runner on release. Bounty Fest specifically, runner on release, I should say. Like, this guy was so beyond broken when he came out. I mean, he was one-shotting the brain-dead Film Red Shanks era. Like, Film Red Shanks was still meta. This guy came out, just boom, one-shot. You ran him over, he's dead. Like, it was crazy. He was so stupidly broken. And then he was able to survive. Like, he still survived Big Mom's release, Kaido's release, and Zoro's release. Like, this guy could not be stopped. He was insane. Honestly, I did boost through him day 1, but I would have chose him over Kaido pretty much any day. Like, his damage plus it's insane. Absolutely insane. And then Opbr. So, of course, give King more tankiness, better traits to survive this meta. I mean, like, this wouldn't be smart. I hope OPBR doesn't do it, but they could give him the Yamato trait. When he's on a flag, he can't be killed. But, you know, that kind of sucks, saying Saturn, Kishu, and Kuzan all can counter that trait. So, in this meta specifically, like, yeah, you do not want that trait. That trait, I mean, it's better to have than not have, right? But overall, like, people discount it. And then for this guy, so what I would like them to do is, just like they did with S-Hawk, give him another way to get his flame. So as of right now, to get his flame, he needs to perfect dodge. But just like S-Hawk, so S-Hawk can now perfect dodge. He didn't have that before. It was the 3rd hit of his normal that gave him his flame. But now he can perfect dodge or do the 3rd hit of his normal. So do the same for Opbr. Keep his perfect dodge. Maybe 3rd hit of his normal gives him flame. But me personally, I think knockback. Give him the S-Bear flame treatment. When you knock back an enemy, so basically if you hit anyone with this skill, boom, you get flame. That's what I would like personally. Or, I mean, I doubt they would do this, but maybe if you light someone on fire, that gives you flame or something like that. But yeah, this guy and King could be extremely, extremely broken. And like I said, so basically S-Hawk and S-Shark came out. 2 or 3 weeks later, the Utas came out, I believe. 2 or 3 weeks later, Stussy and Lilith came out. 2 or 3 weeks later, Odin, Zoro, Brule, and Virgo came out. So they've been buffing characters every 2 to 3 weeks. And, as I'm making this, I'm not sure when I'm going to post. I'll probably post it today. But Zoro and Odin's buff, I think, have been out for 8, 9, 10 days, maybe, in between there. And we're still, like, a week away from 30th, so that would fit the 2-3 weeks. That would be, what, yeah, that would be, like, 2 weeks and a half. So it would fit the every 2 to 3 weeks they buff a character. That would fit that. Like I said, Odin and Zoro have been out for 8, 9, 10 days. One of those, I believe. So, literally, it would be perfect. And just like I said, like with Uta, they buffed 2 Utas on her birthday. Boom, buff Opbr and King on their birthday. And, of course, these guys are easily in buff range. I mean, we have characters, like, came out 2 years past this guy or something like that. That's still buff. Now, I just want to show you guys one more thing. So that's my prediction. Opbr and King, I'm, like, 99% sure they're gonna probably buff. Unless if we get a buff announcement, like, tonight or tomorrow night. It's gonna be Opbr probably, and King. But I want to go to order received, so I just want to show you guys something insane. So, as we know, S-Hawk got buffed. He came out right here. And then we got Stussy came out like down here. I got her like up here it seems, but she came out right after Lucci and Kako and whatever. And then S Shark already got a buff. Sanji, well no, not Sanji. He came out with Sanji though, but yeah, S Shark has a buff already. So then same thing is, we go down here. S Hawk got a buff here. Way up here, S Shark came out and he got a buff. This is correct. They came out right before Garp and whatever. Now, that means Bluno and Jabra could be buffed at any moment. Dory and Brogy could be buffed at any moment. Dark Uta could be buffed. Like, that's insane that these characters, like, Bluno, not the greatest runner, but you definitely can still rat with him. Jabra, again, not the greatest attacker, but you can still cook with him if you're good enough. Like, it's insane. Like, these characters could literally buff tomorrow. Like, they're in range. Because, like I said, S-Hawk already buffed. Stussy already buffed, which she came out, like, move her down a row. That's when she actually came out about, I believe. Lilith already got buffed. And, boom, S-Shark already got buffed. And look at, like, what, so, S-Snake was start of Anniversary. Then came these two for Bounty Fest. Then these two for Bounty Fest. Then Lucci came out, Kaku came out, Stussy came out, Shanks then came out, Dorian Brogy came out to counter him, Dark Uta came out like October 1st, so October like 15th or so, I believe Lilith came out, and then Esper came out like October 30th, and then like November something maybe. S Shark and Sanji came out. Like, they're literally, S Shark turned a year old this month, I believe. Like, that's crazy. He already has been buffed for like what, a month and a half now, and he literally already, maybe 2 months actually. He's barely a year old. So yeah, easily any of these characters below here could buff. And honestly, like, Garp came out what, December 20th or so. Kuzan, I believe, came out January, I think, like 28th or so. Or was it December 20? I don't know. It's January, December 28th. Sabo came out sometime in February. And then, like, look at these guys in a few months. Like, I doubt they will buff, but realistically, they are in buff range. Like, they could just straight up, like, Ninji, he's fine. He can cook in this meta still. But they could just say, screw it. Yonji and Ichiji are buffing at the same time. In, like, a month from now, 2 months from now. Like, that is insane. But yeah, Bluno and Jabba literally could get buffed tomorrow, and that's just insane to me. But like I said, my prediction is King and Opbr. I am feeling pretty, like, confident they're gonna buff. Now, I believe I got Stussy and Lilith right before they even came out. I predicted they were gonna buff. I got Zoro right also. I did predict Zoro would be the EX to buff, and I was right about that too. So let's see if I can get 3 in a row. Let's see if Opbr and King buff on December 1st.